Mental health diary, day 4. It's 13th of February, um, 2020, around 11 p.m. I missed yesterday's. I was busy. Friends invited me out, and I just stayed out. To sum up yesterday, it was a shitstorm of emotion. I was happy, I was sad, I was happy, I was sad, and don't really remember much of it. I was really fucking tired. But yeah, today was hard. I suffer with something called low mood. Now, low mood is not something that can just be solved. Like, people just hear the fact you got low mood. It's a part of depression. But people hear it and they think, oh, it just means he's a bit sad. Oh, we just need to cheer him up. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about that. So like my boss usually does, shouts hi really loud, like hi. Like, that's not gonna cheer me up. He says, oh, smile, that'll cheer you up. And it doesn't. It's not. It's not that easy. You know, if it did, nobody in the world would have depression. Nobody in the mood would be sad ever, because somebody would be like, "Hey, don't be sad." Ah, I never thought about that. I'm never going to be sad again. You know, it doesn't work like that. You know, I do appreciate people trying to make me happy. It just doesn't work. Like, my brain just doesn't. I could be in a room full of my best friends playing the best video games or the best board games ever, with my favourite snacks and my favourite music playing, and I would, if I had a low mood moment, I would still feel like shit. It's not something I can control, and you know, if I could control it, I'd never be sad, obviously, and it's not something that other people can spur on and off. It's not like just a light switch. You can't just turn it on or off. You know, and it's not like someone goes, "Hey, smile." Oh wow, you cured my depression. It's a lot more complex than that. If I'm low, even if I distract myself, even if I try to think happy thoughts, it just doesn't pick up. I just can't smile. Everything feels grey, dull, heavy, tiring. Like today, I did a 5 hour shift at work. Normally, 5 hour shifts, I boss it out. For the first 3 hours, I'm there doing whatever. Then, as soon as the store closes and we need to clean up, I get my second wind and I'm buzzing around the store doing everything. Today, I was so fucking tired and just exhausted. I didn't get out of bed till at least 12:30, which isn't healthy. Um, Considering I was awake around 8 o'clock. I mean, yeah, I kept falling back asleep, but that's just part of me not sleeping. Um, then I got ready for work around 3:30. Made sure I'd had lunch. Got to work, I realised I was hungry because I hadn't eaten since lunch, and I had a 5 hour shift ahead of me, so I had to buy food. Something to tide me over. I'm gonna go make dinner after I've posted this video. Um, yeah. Um, Today was hard. I've had low mood today, and I was video calling the girl I love this morning, and I felt great. And I couldn't bear to tell her that I had low mood, and I feel bad because I know she's always trying to cheer me up. She always wants me to be happy. Today was low mood. That's all. You know, I'm sorry. That's all. Yeah. Like I says, I just sat on the internet for a bit. I did nothing. Then I went to work. Got to work, and my boss was like super enthusiastic. I was actually on the phone at the time. My boss started talking to me. I'm like, I'm on. I literally, I mouthed to him like, I'm on the phone, pointed at my phone in my hand, and he just continued to talk to me. I'm like, wow, okay, thank you. I'll take that information. Thank you. And yeah. Um, then got through work. Nothing notable. There are some customers that really piss me off, okay? A little bit of a rant on this one. So, if you're walking around a store and say you're walking with your mate, so there's you and your mate, and you both need to buy different things. You both planned to go in there and buy something, right? Do you use the same basket if you intend to pay separately? Well, you know, if you're paying together, it doesn't really matter if you put everything in one basket. But say if you've got a basket and you filled that to the brim with product as you walked around the store together, and you get to the till, And they're like, oh, can we pay separately? I'm like, okay, well, where's your stuff? And they're like, oh, it's in here. I'm like, oh, where's your stuff? I'm like, it's in there. You both got the same basket. And they're like, yeah. And then they start handing you the object out of the basket. Like, this is mine, this is his, this is mine. And I'm like, you're aware that this transaction is going to take 3 times as long as if you would have both just stood in the line with your own fucking baskets. I didn't say that to them, but in my head I was just screaming, why do customers do this? Why? Well, what in their right mind do they go, yeah, one basket, fit everything in one basket. They won't mind if we do 2 separate transactions with one lot of shopping. I understand it, like, we get the healthcare nurses in, and obviously they look after, like, 7 or 8 patients, and the patients will go, well, here's my money, I need you to buy me this, and here's my money, I need you to buy me this. So she goes in with a list with 5 things. So she'll get a trolley, and she'll separate the trolley up into, like, 5 or 6 different things. I'm happy to do it for them. Either an NHS nurse, it's their job. B, it's for 6 separate people, and she's used one trolley because she's getting a lot of the same things. 6 bottles of shampoo, 6 deodorants. But the thing is, though, they need to come out as separate transactions because they're for 6 separate people. I understand that. But if you are both at the store and you are both walking around and both picking out products to pay separately, use a separate fucking basket, because I am yay fucking close to fucking yeeting a customer through a window because they turn up and they're just like, yes, there's 5 of us here and we want to pay 5 different transactions, but we're all using one trolley. And they're like, the 5 of you could have grabbed a fucking basket each. Don't know. Especially because some of them, they're just like, oh, my stuff's all at the bottom, so don't worry about it. And then you'll scan things and they're like, oh no, that was mine. So what, you don't want your friend to pay for it, or what? Stupid. Yeah, absolutely stupid. It happened, like, normally that happens once or twice a week. Today it happened 3 times in one day, and that's why I'm ranting about it, because it pisses me off when people do it. But yeah. My mental health is up and down. I just feel like I need to make these diaries so that at some point in the far future I can watch them back on as a playlist and go, how that was a fucking day and a half. I'll probably make a drinking game out of it. Which is probably a bad thing to say, considering my first video was all about addiction. Yeah. I suppose on the positive side of today, on the positive side of today, it didn't rain. So I hate it when it rains. That's literally it. I can't think of any other positives. Tomorrow should be much better. It's Valentine's Day tomorrow. You know what that means? I don't know myself, to be honest. I'm going on a date with a very, very, very beautiful, attractive girl who I love. That should be alright. So if I'm sad tomorrow, I'm going to feel like a shitty fucking person for making the day go bad. But then after that, it's Friday, so that means Friday Night Magic. And actually, I have work off on a Friday for once, so it means I can actually stay and play, rather than jetting off to work at 5 PM to work for 3 hours to come back. Because that's a piss take and a half, isn't it? My hair's so fluffy today. The shower was not kind. Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm quite loopy today. I can tell I'm not my normal self, but then again I haven't eaten as much as I normally would as well. I certainly haven't drank as much as I normally would. I normally get up, have a pint of water or something, then I have a coffee. Then with lunch I have a coffee or a tea. Then before I get to work I usually have something to drink on the way into work, because I know I'm going to be there. I can't just dip in and out of work having a drink, because I don't like that. I got to work today and I hadn't had anything to drink properly, so I bought a pint of squash, or pop, whatever people call it these days, juice, fucking whatever it's called. Anyway, I guzzled that down, and lost my trail. Yeah, and I'm about to make myself a chili con carne, have probably a tea or something with it. And yeah. Right. Concluding notes of the day. Wasn't that good. My overall mood out of 10, probably a 2, and a 3 at max. Like it's hot. Good points 3, bad points 2. I still smiled, still laughed, still had a joke. I was worried for most of the day. I was anxious, paranoid. I thought I was seeing things. So, I mean, I tied my hair back at work because usually when I start like seeing things, it's usually like a strand of hair there and it catches my eyes. I'm like, what was that? So I tied my hair back, made sure everything was like all, you know, out of the way, and I was still seeing things. Just like I don't know if they were real. Don't know if they were actually there or not. Just yeah, and then yeah. So concluding notes today, 2/3, not the best, not the worst, and yeah. Let's hope tomorrow's a better day.